What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shadow Nexus. This reading is going to be for Pisces. Tried to do your reading last night, and just didn't matter what I did to free up the space. It wasn't freeing it up, so I had to do a cleansing. It got the protection out here on the board. So anyways, welcome for all newcomers and everybody that's been with me all the way up to this point since the beginning where I started. I am a newly grown channel. My name is Justin. It's nice to meet you. I am a numerologist. So if you want a numerology reading, please feel free to reach out. My website is currently in the making. So tying up them important ends. Moving on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know how this resonates for you. Always remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. Another saying that I heard that I really like is eat the fish and spit out the bones. Okay, so with the Pisces card out here, we have 12, right? And let me get my headphones on. Actually, fuck the headphones. Okay, so 2 and 1. We're talking about number 3, right? And so the essence of the Trinity, right? And this is what we're talking about here. The number 3. Mind, body, spirit. Okay? So, this is the threefold nature of divinity, The number 3 symbolizes the principle of growth. It also means that there's something you got to look at that signifies that there is a synthesis present to something. That imagination, and it's like that outpouring energy is in action. I guess that's the best way to put it, in my opinion. So, 3 represents the principle of increase, expansion, growth, abundance. Abundance on the physical, though. Keep that in mind. Emotional, mental, financial, and spiritual levels, So, number 3 also refers to ascended masters, great spiritual teachers who, like you and I, once walked upon earth. So this could be various religions, deities, so like the Jesus connection, or if you work with a goddess, it could signify the presence of like Hecate. So anyways, moving on. So when I shuffled the Rumi Oracle deck, what came out for you, Pisces, was, again, we have the number 33 here. And the card you got was You Who Show the Way. Okay. So also keep in mind that what Spirit wanted to highlight as well is what's on the board with the planetary movement right now in the astrological. So we have Saturn with number 19, 9 and 1 is 10. We reduced that to 1. 15 with planet Mercury, 5 and 1 is 6. We have, then it was Pluto and Venus, so master number 22, and then Venus with the number 16, 6 and 1 being 7. So check my community post as well, because I put the meanings, the numerological meanings and the messages to the numbers on my community post as well. If you want to dive into more depth, feel free to go check those out. You who show the way. The logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept drowning in the sea as their destiny. The logical mind finds consolation in reaching a level of comfort in life. Lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. Rumi. I have looked to you in my darkest moments, searched for you as though fumbling for the candle and matches during an unexpected and interminable blackout. I am the ship at sea, seeking you as my guiding light. Nay, I am the sea, rising up to the horizons because I yearn to be closer to you. Then, oh, to my greatest relief, you rise like a phoenix from the ocean, casting hallowed golden light all around you, this great blazing angel of holy fire. In a sweet instant, my soul rests in your presence. The sea becomes calm, the darkness abates. Your light reveals truth, and through your living presence, I know my true self again. I am what you are, even when it appears I am returning after being lost in darkness, as though I could ever be extinguished. I am divine light. I am you, a living sun. Even in your unquenchable passion for service to humanity, to the world that offers you so much, there is a time when your most powerful offering is actually, and most simply, that of your presence. You show the way, you who inspire through how you choose to live and be. You who sometimes think yourself to be invisible. You who consider yourself to be of no particular or exceptional worth. Yes, you. You who through your choice to live your truth demonstrate my love, embody my presence, heal my beloveds, and love my creations. This oracle comes to you with a special message. You are an inspiration. You are helping those around you, and even many of whom you are unaware. You are doing this because this is your path. This is your way. This is your gift. To live a life dedicated to the growth of consciousness, and through that dedication inspire others to receive the loving consciousness of the great beloved that can benefit them so greatly. No matter what their situation or circumstances, you are not doing this through any effort or will. You are doing this because this is your nature, your being, your way. Just as the sun breaks through the darkness with its own light, shining light with its presence by simply being, so too does your inner sun, your soul. You don't have to understand this or do anything with the information given, although you may find it comfort or, even being shocked by it. Pleasantly, perhaps, it is just an acknowledgement of who and what you are, given freely because you are ready to receive such an acknowledgement. You are also being gifted through this oracle with a sign or portent. This oracle is an omen, an issue too difficult for you to understand, no matter how hard you have been working on it, is about to be resolved. You have no need to hold on to it or become more worthy of that resolution. It is going to happen according to the grace of the great beloved, and your job is to allow it to happen. To simply bear witness to the resolution, even if you have no idea what is going on in the process. You might find that whilst you are letting go, the resolution happens without you being aware of it, until after the fact. Then, apparently, all of a sudden, what was an issue is no longer so. You who help others are a worthy recipient of the help of the great beloved. Be prepared to surrender all plans and convictions about what can and cannot be, about what you think you know and what you think you need. Allow the benevolent grace of the beloved to take you through the great waves, as the seas become calm and serene under the living divine light. This oracle brings the message that if you have a situation in your midst that feels impossible to resolve, the divine has it covered. Do the sacred honoring ritual, and let it be sorted out by a power greater than your own. It shall be sorted out, and your sun shall rise, just as day follows night, again and again, So too shall your sun rise after any issue or struggle. Have faith and hope, and know that this is a sensible approach to any dilemma, no matter how serious it may seem. For what use is it to bemoan the absence of day, even on the longest night, when you know in every moment dawn is ever closer to breaking once again? Your hope then is not foolish, but wise. Take a deep breath through the nose. Fill the lung space out through the mouth. All right. Take a couple more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and one more as needed. The following is your sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands on your heart and say, "The divine who loves me unconditionally blesses me now with such grace that my life aligns with divine order and all becomes golden. Blessed and mercifully held in the compassionate consciousness of the Creator, I thank you for the courage and faith I have needed to endure the night, and I now celebrate the coming dawn. I see it breaking. I see its light, and I thank you for this mercy. With Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I am now shown the way to the dawn. It is at my feet, and together we step into the gift of a new day. So be it." If you have a specific issue you would like addressed, hand it over to the Divine Beloved now by talking about it, just as if you were having a conversation with your oldest and dearest friend, for that is exactly what will be taking place. Then, when you have explained your feelings, your doubts or fears, let it go, and know that the situation is held in the grace of the Great Beloved. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. All right, Pisces. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Shadow Nexus, also known as Arcane Nexus. Those who've been with me, you know. And until next time, namaste. Whether they are annoying, whether they're inconvenient or not, because you have to ask yourself, you know. So we have to remember that's why it's so important to pay attention, being annoying on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm gonna go do something for real, like, damn, that's why I appreciate that goddamn noise. For real though.